In the flyweight division at UFC Vegas 75, you got Carlos Hernandez coming in 8-2, taking on Denys Bondar, who comes in at 16-4. Now Hernandez is 2 inches taller. He's 29, Bondar 30, so close in age. Bondar has a 2-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Now it's Hernandez who's more active. 4.9 significant strikes per minute compared to 2.9 per minute. So over the course of 15 minutes, potentially that's a 30 significant strike difference in favor of Hernandez. Now the takedown game really goes to Bondar. I mean, and maybe even the stand-up too, because the guy finishes a lot of people, as we'll get to in a minute, but he's only had one UFC fight, so it's really hard to pin down how many takedowns or what his takedown average is. Hernandez lands less than one over the course of 3 rounds. He's got a 66% takedown defense. That's average, but could be troublesome in this fight. He's coming off the loss to Alan Nascimento by submission. He beat Victor Altamirano by split decision, and Daniel Perez at Dana White's Contender Series by split decision. Now, Bondar came into the UFC riding out what I believe I counted to be 9 straight finishes. Coming into his UFC debut, fought Malcolm Gordon. Very good fighter, got KO'd in the first round. But again, he had 9 KOs or submissions in a row before that loss. And you would expect him to lose to Malcolm Gordon. You're not coming into the UFC and beating the likes of Malcolm Gordon. So there's a lot we don't know about Bondar, and this fight will tell us more about him. And normally I would go against a guy like this when they're down in significant strikes, but I think the takedown game and the well-roundedness as a fighter, he's 20 fights into his professional career. Hernandez just 10. And Hernandez could be better than we think too. This fight is pretty much even in terms of the odds. So we're going to lean towards Denys Bondar, or Denys Bondar, primarily because he had 9 straight finishes. It tells you a guy can take you down, submit you, KO you, whatever. He's got a good opportunity. He's got some experience now in the UFC, even though it's just one fight. I think he wins. Couldn't tell you how. This fight can go by submission. It could be a KO, or it could go the distance. But if it does go the distance, I like Bondar to win 2 out of 3 rounds with a lot of control time. So he'll move to 17-4, in my opinion, flyweight division, UFC Vegas 75.